Alright guys, really quick, we're gonna do a keeper toss because I need to pack this box out for donation. Right now I have a lot of Tom Clancy, James Patterson, things like that. This box is going to the DC Books to Prison program, which donates books to prison libraries. So we're gonna really quickly go through my 4 shelves. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Really quick, just to say we've done a quick review here. I've been trying really hard to make this book work for me. We're gonna go ahead and donate that. Right? Any books on the side are books I've read, books that I intend to read. Light tends to go. What is this? Orange is the New Black. I'll go ahead and donate this one. I'll look it up to see if it's online. If it's not, that's fine. Life was so I really need to get cracking on this. Let's see. No. I need to get back into Richard here. I thought I was gonna really be pulling some books off of this shelf, but y'all, that ain't what I'm doing. I'd walk Self-Compassion, Homecoming. Those all stay. Sandals in the Snow. Local Poetry. Shade of the Sky. I'm gonna read this. So I think I'm gonna let Bridges of Madison County go. Uh-oh. I got 2 of those. So I'll keep this one because it's a nicer copy. Patricia I can't give that away. I need to read it and let this go. Fell asleep reading it. These days. You need to be down here with. I just saw to put books by the same author together. I got one more of his. It's a thin one, and it's actually the letters from his mom. Thankful she was in prison, and they are in the bigger book. This one here. I think I'll go ahead and give these away. Oh Lord, I guess I won't be. Heavily annotated back there. We'll have to keep this one, but this one can go. When I picked that book up, I felt like I had it already, and I was right. Felt it in my bones. All right, more John Grisham, Bridget Jones. I think I actually picked these books up when I went to the book thing in Baltimore, which every book is free. So I think I picked those up knowing that I was going to give those away. So here we go. Alright, disability, visibility. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, you need to go in there. Alright. These are all red. Toni Morrison, Slenders. These stay. Got these for stay. Last shelf. We are doing really good, I think. These all stay. Let's get down here. Richard Castle. Got this from the Dollar Tree because I really like this television show. But we're going to let it go because I can get a hold to it. Sure, online. I need to store my really thin books in a different way so that I can get to them. He needs to come out of plastic so I can read it. Ilya, I'll go ahead and do it. And before I go with these, I'll look up the ones that I feel hesitant in my spirit and find them online. The most important thing I know. What is this? Oh, life lessons. I probably should take that to my work bookshelf. These are red glow. And I need to read these. These are going to be part of my 25 and 2025, which I have not finished making up my mind on that. Need to read that. So I'm going to keep that. And Cold Talker, Saji, girl with the pearl earrings. Jeez. Oh, it's written on the side. Let's see if it's annotated at all. Because if it's not, nope. So I can get that online for certain. That as an audiobook. See, it's the last shelf. I got some really good books, and I really need to get after it. I think this is a book on grief. I need to really get my stuff together. Victoria Rowell, she is re-releasing this book in an expanded version, and she's gonna be, I think she signed this for me already. People don't know, she's from The Stories, Young and the Restless, I think. Passages of Hope. She's got pretty skin. This is a local author. I'm gonna read this one. There is a little free library in my community that accepts diverse books by BIPOC authors. So when I finish that, it'll go there. Alright. This, I'm pretty sure I can get offline. So, see, I annotated. Alright. And it's here. I think religious, a sticker book. I gotta knock some things down back there. Basic training video. I just been back, didn't even put this back in here. A gift from my cousin. Bible back here on the shelf. Crossword puzzle books for my granny. Alright, these I recently got. I'm keeping these. And I'm keeping those in the top shelf there. Let's see. So what I'll do is take a picture of the spines, and that way I'll know what I want it to look up. I know he didn't actually write these books, but he's the guy who does a pretty good haul. And if any of these are not approved by the prison system, what they'll do is take them to the thrift store and get a credit. I have one book being on. This is what's going. Bada boom. Able to go through my shelves and put things in a little better order from there. Well, thank you for being here with me for this speed gifting. Oh, I almost kept it. Oh, I have to keep it. It's annotated. Big time annotated. All right. Hey, y'all. I was supposed to clean my car, get a key made, grab something to eat, head back to the house. But myself said to myself, yo, you know, the bookseller is only open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 to 4 p.m. So, you right down the street from it. You really should go ahead and make a stop. Because recently I've been thinking about books that I really enjoyed and that I want to read again from last year. And one of those books is called Lincoln in the Bardo. I I listened to this as an audiobook, but it felt like I was watching a movie, which is probably why I had a little misspeak of a statement right there. But and the narrator was so good. So much happened in that book that I was laughing and kicking in my little feet. But and the story of Lincoln and the Bardo is not not supposed to be a funny story. It's all in how you take it. But it is the story of President Lincoln losing his son, Willie, and the grief that he goes through as told by ghosts. Essentially, Willie is in this purgatory type position at a local cemetery that still exists. Actually, I was online looking at Politics and Prose. They have these walking tours, and Lincoln and the Bardo came up in that list because there's a walking tour of the cemetery itself coming up. Anyway, I was able to find that. But the other book that I wanted was by Italo Calvino, and I can't think of the name right now, but that book has so many twists and turns in it. I'll put a picture of it here so that you'll know what I'm talking about. That book has so many twists and turns, but it was really, really, really good to me. Kind of dystopian, weird book. And then I also picked up A Man Called Ovi, because my job has a book club that's about to read that. I got Wide Sargasso Sea, and that's primarily because Elizabeth over at Plant Based Bride was talking about it recently in one of her videos. I got Black Cake, and I'm going to get her newest one called something Dirt. Can't remember right now. Yeah, like I said, the main reason I went in there was Lincoln and the Bardo. If there is a book that you read before that stays on your mind, or if you listen to it on audio and it stays on your mind, the Italo Calvino book I got was The Baron in the Trees. It's about a man who decides to live in the trees And he has a full-on life in the trees. But as I was saying, if there is a book that has really captured your imagination and you can't stop thinking about it, you know, it may be time for a reread. I know there's so much coming out now that we all want to get our hands on, but sometimes a reread is really what we actually need during these times, especially, you know, in a time when we're crossing over from winter to spring. You know, it's okay to do a reread at this time. It's okay. Because, you know, April is Drop Everything and Read month. So you really shouldn't have anything else that's crowding your memory, imagination, and or your time, because April is Drop Everything and Read month. So, hey dear. I failed to add that these books all cost $1. So these are books that, you know, people are, you know, still reading heavy rotation. And the bookseller, and by seller I mean like a wine cellar, underground seller, root seller, because I know I have, you know, an accent, and y'all may be thinking she made bookseller, what she mean, like the bookstore? Anyway, so this particular place that I go to, all of the paperbacks are $1. All of the hardbacks are $2, unless it is printed on the book a different price. So the tags that you see on the books that I was just showing you is just showing the month and year that the book came in. And mostly everything that I have here came in March, April, and one of those books came to the location in December. I wonder if that was the Italio Palavino that came in. Nope, it's the A Man Called Ovi came in December. So they have some really good selections from the neighborhood here. That's essentially where these books come from. The neighborhood donations, and the books themselves, the funds, I believe the funds that are generated from the book sales goes back into the museum where the cellar is located. The cellar is located in the basement of a museum. So, a local museum in Virginia. So, yep, that's a little bit of history for you. But yeah, I paid $5.80, and that 80 cent, was it 80 cent? $5.30 for 5 books that I cannot wait to get my teeth into. And I'm probably going to go and look at my bookshelves to pick up 5 books that in my mind I say I'm going to read them, but the actuality is I probably won't anytime soon. I'm sure I got 5 books that fit that category, and if nothing else, I can get them from Libby or Hoopla and make room for these 5, which I really want on my shelf. Trying to make it do what it do, baby, so I don't end up needing a 4th shelf, because right now I have 3. They're not big shelves, but it's enough. I need to call it down there. So anyway, y'all have a good day. I hope that it's sunny where you are. It's sunny where I am, and that's why I'm out in these streets and enjoying my off day. I'll see this shit. This is better than my birthday. My birthday number 2. Tomorrow I'll be 47 at 1 week. All right, y'all, real quick. So I thought I was done with my purge, but I have picked a few more books that I'm going to go ahead and take to my little, not the little free library, but the thrift store that I get my books from and get a credit. And then for these, I'll look them up online to see if I really want to read them. And these tiny books are in Spanish. I got them at the airport in Lima, and I don't need them. I don't even speak Spanish. So, yeah. Then we're going to go through this stack of books because this is my final 25 for 2025, and I'm pretty excited, but man, I can't tell you how many times I started this over. But I wanted to get a good mix of different, genres and artist types, and yeah, this is what we doing. Y'all know what's up. I don't even have to read the backs. Well, that's my book journal, reading journal. But so my 25 and 25, Black Girls Must Die Exhausted, Born a Crime, The Library Book, Real, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, Tuesdays with Maury, The Five People You Meet in Heaven, Moriarty, What Moves the Dead, What Feasts at Night, Poe Must Die, Memphis Noir, Persepolis 1 and 2, Mouse, the whole book, Richard Brodigan, actually, that's 3 books in one. Piranesi, The Well Stole Letters, Only Revolutions, House of Leaves, A Council of Dolls, The Blueprint, The Library Thief, Zealot, and The Personal Librarian. So I finally have my 25 for 2025, and I have made some space for my work items for when I make my jewelry, so that's good. And that bottom shelf right there is where my 20 for 2025 will be living. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited. Obviously, none of this encapsulates the library, tiny library that I have at my desk at work, but that's fine. That's fine. The only book on that shelf that I thought about reading for the 20 and 2025 challenge was Call Baby, but I can read Call Baby. That's not doesn't have to be part of a challenge. So anyway, we getting there. All right. Talk to y'all soon. Bye again.